Hi everyone, it's Sombra. Tonight I have a story that will make you think twice before turning off the lights. A story told from the first person, about a man who realized that shadows are not just a trick of the light. They see, they follow, they wait. This is his confession, recorded moments before he disappeared. So turn up your volume, look around your room one last time, and don't forget, every shadow has an owner. Let's begin. My name is Max. If you're hearing this, it means I managed to tell my story before the shadows finally catch me. Please, listen until the end. Someone has to believe me. I used to think my life was normal. Work, home, occasional nights out. The usual. Everything stayed ordinary, until I worked late one night. I was in an office inside an old hotel building. People said actors once lived there. Others said powerful people. But I never cared for rumors. Small towns love their spooky legends. I didn't believe in any of it. Not until I saw my first shadow. It was around 11 p.m. The office was empty. The elevators were shut down for the night. I took the stairs, half asleep, thinking only about getting home. Then I heard footsteps behind me. Slow, heavy. I turned. The corridor was empty. I tried to laugh it off, until I looked under the flickering ceiling light near the bend in the hallway. A silhouette stood there, human-shaped, perfectly black. No eyes, no face, just the shape of a person, but carved out of pure darkness. It didn't move, but I knew it was looking at me. I stepped back. The shadow's head turned, slow, stiff, like bones grinding. And I ran. That was my first mistake, letting it know I was afraid. Outside, everything felt wrong. The air too still, the street too quiet. And near my building's entrance, a streetlight flickered. In that broken light, I saw the shadow again. It stood beneath a tree, motionless, waiting. I rushed inside, slammed the door, pretended it was enough to keep the darkness out. I didn't sleep. I just sat at the window. And the shadow watched from below. It didn't leave. After that night, the shadows were everywhere. At first on the street, then in the stairwell, then eventually, inside my home. I thought I was losing my mind. I even went to a therapist. He asked me what was wrong. I tried to explain. He nodded politely, until he suddenly stopped writing, stared past my shoulder and whispered, "Max, who is that behind you?" His face went white. He dropped his pen. Then he kicked me out, shaking. That's when I realized I wasn't the only one seeing them. With every night, new shadows appeared. They crept closer, inch by inch. At first, they watched from across the yard. Then from right under my balcony. I bought brighter lights. I even set up a spotlight. Light didn't make them vanish. It only made them flatter, like stains on the wall. I changed apartments, changed my number, quit my job. But the shadows followed. The first night in my new place, I woke up at 3 a.m., sensing something wrong. Someone stood in the corner, not human, not smoke, not solid, something in between. A dark shape trembling like heat waves. I blinked. It stood closer. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. Then I fell from the bed. When I turned on the light, it was gone. But on the floor was a wet footprint, twice as long as a human's, as if the foot continued downward into the floor. I tried going to the police, but how do you explain that you're being hunted by shadows? The worst moment came a week ago, when the shadows began to whisper, not with voices, with thoughts. Thoughts that weren't mine. "We see you, Max. No need to run. Soon." I screamed, but my voice felt swallowed by the air. Yesterday, one of the shadows touched me. It felt like ice-cold fingers sinking through my skin. I collapsed. I couldn't breathe. Then it whispered, "Almost there." I don't know what they are, only that they are not human. Walls don't stop them. Doors don't block them. Distance doesn't matter. They find you wherever you go. They hunt anyone who notices them, anyone who looks back, anyone who fears them. I tried recording them, but cameras don't capture shadows. Every video shows everything, except them. You won't believe me until you see it yourself. Now I'm recording this because I feel my time running out. The shadows are already here, inside the room. I hear them moving behind me. Lights don't help. Prayers don't help. Running doesn't help. So if you're watching this, don't stare into dark corners. Don't walk alone at night. Don't turn around when you feel eyes on you. Fear is the key they use. The moment you're scared, the darkness opens a door. You think a shadow is just the absence of light. Number. A shadow is someone waiting to replace the light, to replace you. If one night you notice movement, if a dark figure is closer than before, don't do what I did. Don't run, because then they chase. And one night, you'll wake up freezing. Open your eyes, and something will be standing beside your bed. Then you'll understand. They have arrived. And I don't think I have much time left. A thud, rattling breath, Max. If the shadows let me. Silence. Don't look behind you. They're already there. Hi everyone. It's Sombra. Tonight I want you to do one simple thing. Look at your phone. Right now. Don't turn it over. Just imagine it buzzing in your hand. But the name on the screen is yours. This is a story told from the first person. A story about a man who picked up a call from himself. Turn up the volume. Make sure you're alone. And don't forget, sometimes the most dangerous calls come from the number you trust the most. Let's begin. My name is Ethan. I don't have much time. If this recording ever uploads, just know that I tried to warn you. It started like any ordinary night. Dinner, a shower, scrolling through my phone, until my brain turned numb. I was about to fall asleep when my phone buzzed. I looked at the screen. Incoming call. From myself, my name, my number, my profile picture. My whole body froze. The call ended. A glitch, I told myself. A weird technical bug. A minute later, the phone rang again. Incoming call from me. I declined. Heart pounding. Trying to breathe normally. Eventually I fell asleep, and I dreamed of me. Standing over my bed, screaming silently into my face. In the morning, I checked my call log. 5 missed calls. From me. 03:17 to 03:23 a.m. Same time, same interval. Perfectly timed, I deleted the log. Force myself to forget. But later at work, my phone buzzed again. Voicemail. left by my number. My hands shook pressing play. Static first, then my own voice whispering, "Don't answer. No matter what you hear, it's not me." The message cut off abruptly, as if someone ripped the phone away. That night, another call, not a normal call, a video call. I should have thrown the phone away, I should have run. Instead, I answered. The camera slowly came into focus, a room that looked exactly like mine. My bed, my desk, my door. Then I saw me, but not me, a broken version, standing too close to the camera, breathing too fast. I whispered, "Who are you? What do you want?" He raised a finger to his lips. Shh. Then he lunged towards the camera, face filling the entire screen, eyes black and bottomless, and my voice hissed inside my skull. "He's already in your house." The call dropped. Behind me, a footstep. I turned. Nothing. But cold breath spread across my neck. Every night since 3:17 a.m. The phone rings. If I don't answer, pick up. Let me in. You can't hide from yourself. If I do answer I see him. Closer, like he's trying to merge with me. And during the day, things happen. My reflection lags behind. My shadow bends the wrong direction. My eyes look wrong in photos. Yesterday I got a message. Tonight, attached was a picture. I'm asleep, phone in hand. He is standing over me, smiling into the camera. I did not take that photo. It's 3:16 a.m. now. He always calls at 3:17. I'm recording this for you. My hand won't stop shaking. 3:17. He's calling. The screen glows, incoming video call. From me. Accept. He's banging on the inside of the screen. I hear fingernails on glass. My fingernails. Footsteps in the hallway. Getting closer. I look up. He's here, standing in my doorway, mouth stretched, too wide, as he whispers, "Switch." If I answer, he takes my place. If I don't, he takes me. I don't know which is worse. If you're watching this, one of us already won, but you won't know which one, because now I'm in your phone. Don't answer calls from your own number. Ever. Sleep well tonight. If your phone starts ringing, let it go to voicemail, because next time, the voice whispering your name might not be yours anymore. Good night. Hello, it's Sombra. Tonight I will tell you a story about me and my friends. A night we thought would be fun and relaxing, but instead we found ourselves trapped in a nightmare that never truly ended. We arrived at an old hotel on the outskirts of a small town. The neon sign above the entrance flickered, like it was fighting to stay alive. The receptionist, a pale man with trembling hands, gave us the key and whispered, "If the phone in your room rings, do not answer." We laughed it off, thinking it was just some creepy hotel humor. We were wrong. Our room was 217. A long, narrow hallway led to it, walls lined with black and white photos of former guests staring at us as we passed. Inside, we noticed an old telephone on the nightstand. Its cord was completely cut. "Vintage trash," Tim joked. We tried to shake off the uneasy feeling. Music, TV, snacks. The fear melted away until midnight. Exactly 00. The phone rang. We froze. The cut cord was still lying on the floor, but the phone kept ringing. No one wanted to pick it up. Silence was worse. Tim answered. "Hello?" His face drained of all color. It was me," he whispered. "What do you mean, you?" He stared at us, trembling. My own voice said, "Don't look in the mirror." There was a huge mirror in the room. We covered it with a blanket. We tried to sleep. Minutes passed, almost peaceful. Ring, ring, ring. The phone called again. This time, Alina answered. A woman's voice, quiet, familiar, terrifyingly familiar. It was her own voice, I said, feeling cold. "What did she say?" Alina didn't reply. Instead, she walked to the mirror and ripped the blanket off. The reflection was not our room anymore. It was the hallway, long, dark, and deep inside it stood a figure, pitch black eyes, a smile stretched unnaturally wide. It waved at us, inviting. The phone rang again, and again, and again. We panicked, ran into the hallway. The lights flickered. The photos on the walls had changed. Faces twisted in terror. We ran down the stairs, but the hallway kept looping. Room 217. Again and again, every time. The phone rang inside. We were trapped. The ringing turned into a violent buzzing, drilling inside our skulls. And then I realized the phone wasn't ringing for us to pick up. It was ringing for us to come back. The door of room 217 creaked open. That horrific smile stepped out. Alina grabbed my hand. "Run!" But her voice was doubled, like something else spoke with her. We sprinted to the exit. Doors burst open on their own. Silence finally swallowed everything. We didn't look back. At dawn, we returned to grab our things. But the hotel was gone. Just an empty lot. Dirt. Rubble. Room 217. Never existed. That night the phone rang again. But this time, it was in my apartment. Midnight. Every night since then. I never answer, but sometimes, even before I pick up, I hear my own voice whispering from the other side. Don't look in the mirror. Don't forget to subscribe. The next story might be real, and it could happen to you.